Hey everyone, Jay from Fire Drill Podcast here to teach you how to start a blog with Bluehost and WordPress. So my blog that I'm creating today is the Swag Elephant, and it's for bachelorette parties to give people ideas and inspiration to plan their best friend's best day. Okay, best night. So as you can see here, I'm using the wizard that's automatically generated when you log in for the first time in your WordPress account. WooCommerce is something that you can probably skip if you plan to sell products directly from your site. It's an option to help you more easily sell. And I actually ultimately will get set up with WooCommerce at a later time because I want to connect this with an Etsy shop that I have. So I can not connect with Etsy, but I can sell products that I also sell in Etsy on my own shop. And if you sell them on your own shop, you don't have to worry about the fees. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a few default themes to choose from. The 2017 is one of the WordPress default themes. In the past, the WordPress default themes have been kind of mediocre, and I usually buy themes. I buy themes from StudioPress, but this one is actually perfect for what I need. I just need to get a better picture. So I'm using Shutterstock here, which I pay $99 a month to get photos from Shutterstock. You can get free photos from sites like Pexels, Unsplash, Pixabay, even Canva. So don't feel like you have to pay. I just do it because I have other blogs that are revenue generating, and for the use of my time to hunt through the free photos is not worth it anymore. As you can see here, I realized that I need to resize that photo I just got to 2000 by 1200 as the theme guidelines said. So I'm using Canva, which is a free online Photoshop, to resize. So first I'm uploading the photo I just downloaded to Canva. And I'm resizing it. There we go. I think it looks a little dark, so I'm going to, you can put a filter on it, but actually I'm just going to make it a little brighter and then probably increase the saturation just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit to make it pop. Okay. So when you download from Canva, it will download as a huge file. I mean, you can make it smaller, but in order for your site to load really fast, you want to get it as small as you can. So I think I made this one around 250 kilobytes, and that's better. You don't want, I mean, if you had like a 1 meg file, that's bad. It will load so slow. So as you can see here, I uploaded here, and it looks kind of cute. Okay, so next I'm uploading the logo of the Swag Elephant, which is this lovely, lovely icon here. I paid someone on Fiverr $5 to make that for me. If you've never heard of Fiverr, it's Fiverr with 2 R's.com. Okay, so I'm still customizing the appearance here. I'm going to use the logo as the site logo. Hit publish. I'm going to keep the colors the way they are. The next thing is menus. So when someone goes to your site, how do they navigate around? So it looks like with this theme, and if you buy a theme, by the way, this is all going to look different, but if you decide to go with the standard WordPress theme, which is free, if you buy a theme, it could cost like from $40 to $120, or if you get something super custom, like $1,000. But for right now, I mean, this is all I really need. So I'm adding menus. They have a social links menu, and that's awesome because a lot of newer bloggers forget to add their social links to their sites. So that means links to your Pinterest account, links to your Instagram account. I'm including Etsy here because I also want people to shop on my Etsy site. And that's huge because you want to, when someone comes to your page, you don't want them to go on your page once and then come off and never come back. I mean, if they can find a way to follow you on social media and get your latest content, or in my case, I'm going to do content and products, then yeah, that's great. So you want to do your social stuff and put it right out there. So I'm only on Instagram and Pinterest right now for my Etsy shop and this associated blog. Facebook, you should have a Facebook group. I definitely recommend that. Twitter for sure. Bloggers, for my particular purpose, I don't need to be on Twitter for the Swag Elephant, but I am on Twitter for my other blog, Millennial Boss, and that's a great way to meet other bloggers and to get to know them, get them to learn more about what you're doing, and then also to kind of make relationships in the blogging space in your niche, because that's a way you can get traffic early on from other people reposting your stuff for you because they found you on social media and connected with you. Okay, so now I'm making the main menu at the top, as you can see here. I put Etsy up here too, because I think prominently I want to display Etsy because I want to be able to drive sales to my Etsy shop. Another thing I want to link to is an email sign up form page, because I want a way to capture any of the traffic that's coming to my site. I don't want someone to click on there one time. So you can see here I'm logged into ConvertKit. ConvertKit is an email platform. It's around $30 a month at the time that I'm recording this. But you can create a landing page and give someone the opportunity to put their email address and their first name in there. You can see that if someone does put their email address in, I offered them a freebie. That's a great way to get somebody to sign up. And I'm not going to call it email address. I'm going to call it freebie. Because if you say, hey, sign up for my email list, 1% of people are going to do that. But if you say, hey, you can get this awesome freebie because I know you love free bachelorette party printables, then they're more likely to do that. And that's a huge way that bloggers drive email signups. And that's good because you can send out new information to them and new content and products or whatever. Okay, so now I'm setting up Google Analytics. And Google Analytics is what you use to track your page views and your audience and where people are coming from and what pages are going to. So the WordPress has this one-click install, but unfortunately, you need to set up Google Analytics first within Gmail. So go to your Gmail account, go to analytics.google.com, and fill out all this information that you see me filling out here. What kind of blog, what kind of site it is, whatever. So once you fill this out and opt into Google Analytics on Gmail, then you can do the one-click install back in WordPress. So you can see me going through that here. And that was super easy to get it set up. Woohoo! This is why the Bluehost and WordPress installation is awesome. Okay. And by the way, I've used Bluehost for almost 3 years. Well, yeah, 3 years now, I guess. I don't use Bluehost anymore on my Millennial Boss website because it gets like 50,000 page views a month. And I use Big Scoots, which I pay a significant amount more for. But for a new blog starting up, like Bluehost is completely fine. And that's what I'm using for this one. Okay, so this is me going through all the different settings that they have and just making sure I'm okay with everything that it says there. I think I changed my email address because it was the wrong email address. Oh, the biggest thing here, though, is going into settings permalinks. Now, this is very important, so listen up. It's set up to one that's not good for search engine optimization. I'm choosing a custom structure where I'm choosing the category name and then the post name. So let's say that the category is Bachelorette Party Games and the post is 10 games to have a great time. That is what I want the permalink structure to default as. Because if you do, like, a lot of people say you can do date to show people it's relevant, but from a keyword perspective, you want to put as many keywords as you can in there. Okay, so now I'm setting up the privacy policy. This is really important in the time of, GDPR and all the stuff the EU is going through. And you want to put something on your website that's kind of like a legal thing, like saying we collect your information and blah, 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 blah. So what you saw me do was actually go into my other blog, millennialboss.com, and use some of what I had written as a template. It looks like WordPress and Bluehost here, they kind of populate some stuff for you to use as a template too. But since at the bottom here, I have copied this from my other website, I need to go through and make sure it makes sense. So switching to the Swag Elephant. My other blog is a personal finance and entrepreneurship blog. So some of the stuff doesn't exactly apply. But it's the same type of thing. And it's also important, one of the ways that blogs make money is through affiliate marketing. So you want to disclose that in this kind of disclosure, disclaimer, and privacy policy section. Okay, and by the way, if your new site doesn't load, you have to clear the cache at the top where it says caching. Okay, so when I went on the homepage, I saw that the homepage had default text in there. So I'm going to change it to about the swag elephant. When you start a new WordPress blog, it has a default blog article too. So don't forget to change that out. If you are doing a personal blog about you, I would make a separate about page and make it look really nice with pictures about you and information about you. Because people, if you are comfortable with this, people love to learn about you. And I know when I go on blogs, I click the about page and learn more about the person. So I would try to make it pretty long and have links to your other content once you get that up. But for me, for the purposes of this blog, I'm going to have a lot of content on there, but it's not going to be a personal, it's not going to be like my bachelorette party story. Now you can turn this into links too, and we'll have another video later on how to do posts and links and all that. But let's see how it looks. Looking good. All right, so this is how you get a blog started in WordPress in 2 seconds. Good luck with your blog and hit subscribe to get more videos.